Hi guys, we're back with
Part
part
two.
two. Part two. So guys, yeah, as you guys can hear in the previous video where Tian explained, like there was everything that we had planned originally. It did not work out exactly the way we wanted it, and we had a lot of conflicting information. Do you not believe anything that you saw, that you read online? And even if you speak to the people, chances are it's not going to go exactly as planned. So brace yourselves, okay? And also another thing, when we booked on the website, we booked directly after each other, and then I had an early time slot, Tian had a later time slot. So guys, we really did try. Like when they told me like the documents is not in order, it's a no-go, I told them if we try and get the documents sorted before his appointment, can we both then apply? And they said yes. And we did, like we went through the first window, the second window, the third window said no. And the third window then said you must come back the next day and talk to the manager and see, what is possible, which we did anyway. And then we got the no, like you need to do it the specific way.
When you book your thing, it's nice to book it. Rather book an early morning one. So the earlier the better, because then at least you've got some extra time. If you need to get some extra forms and things together and have people email things to you and get those sorted out, at least you don't have to come back another time, because you book a slot and then there's a week or two that you can't get the
Get
next
bookings,
one.
yes,
So,
yeah.
So just
So from my side, okay, so when we found out about the tickets, we thought we could just reserve a ticket, okay, because it doesn't make sense. You don't have your visa and now you need to buy a ticket, because what if you don't get your visa? Then you've wasted the money. And it's quite like a large sum of money. So we did actually go to a travel agent. I think we paid 150 or something for the ticket reservation. So she actually checked what flights are available, what when, and we got the reservation proof, And then I just took a proof that I do have travel insurance from my credit card. Okay, so went in with that originally, and then they said no, they do not accept it. It needs to be a physically bought ticket. Okay, so it has to be confirmed, booked, you are flying on that day. It has to be confirmed. And then when I checked with my credit card as well, they said they'll only issue the travel insurance once you have spent the money.
after the fact.
Yeah, after the fact. So pretty much you are going to risk your bucks there. So that's the only way they did
You can
that.
buy travel insurance, but
Yeah,
it's costs the same as a flight ticket.
it costs the same as the flight ticket. The credit card's
yeah.
giving you the travel insurance anyway.
It gives it to you for free if you buy the ticket
If you
with
buy
the
it on the
card,
credit
but
card.
if you don't do that, then you can buy the travel insurance for the same price as a ticket. So
Yeah,
it's going to cost you double.
It's going to cost you double, and you still don't have your visa, so it's a high risk purchase. So anyway, we did go ahead while we were waiting there to get our documents and orders. We did go ahead. We did buy the ticket, and thank goodness for Booking.com, guys, because Booking.com does give you the option. You do pay a little bit more for your ticket, but you can change your dates, and it does have a cancellation option available.
A refund option.
Yeah, a refund option available. So luckily we did do that. So, but not all of them are like that. You're gonna have to make sure that you do select that option. It's either, I think you can change the dates once, and then the refund is also a limited time for the refund. You'll just have to check that out as well.
I think ours was like 24 hours.
Yeah, like ours was 24 hours. Like that evening we decided, like, we're not gonna get these documents in order. And then another thing, so like Tian was mentioning, we wanted to do the 3 months in, 3 months out. Like we already confirmed a host for Montenegro, because that was like the best option for us. We did look at some Turkey hosts. Look at that, sounds like a dish. But the Montenegro one was quite nice, and it looked like a really nice country. So as we brought the itinerary, this is what we're going to do. They said, okay, the only option that you guys have is you can do the Italy 3 months, and then you do the 3 months Montenegro, and then you leave. But they need that plane ticket to say that it's leaving from there. Like we have to change that. And then they also needed that visa application, like the confirmation that we're going to be allowed into Montenegro, because they don't want us to stay in Xinjiang. We must prove.
So they wanted the visa for Montenegro in hand before they could give us a visa for the
Yes.
Schengen.
They want to make sure you leave the country.
And then your travel must also be, you must have your itinerary, and then you must prove that how you're going to get from, so it's from South Africa to Italy, from Italy to Montenegro,
and from Montenegro back
back there, and then a return ticket back to South Africa. So you need to pre-purchase a return ticket already, basically, beforehand, for your whole trip coming back.
The whole trip. So either way, we couldn't do that. We needed to go to do the Montenegro visa. So that pretty much cancelled everything. It
also, what nobody told us, the 6 people we talked to before.
Yeah, no one mentioned this. So, and then we tried to phone the Montenegro embassy. I think it is, what's the country?
We emailed them.
We tried calling them. And so we went to go and see that embassy. We actually drove up to the gate. And then they did not even let us in, guys. The lady came out to the gate and she says, the country is closed. They are not allowing anyone into Montenegro at all. They're still waiting for visas from January. Okay, she says...
Something about the diplomats not being selected yet and sent out or approved or whatever.
The government's are having an issue.
Yeah, some kind of admin issue, and just forget about it. They try again in a couple of months. Maybe.
They're like maybe in a couple of months. They like it's not gonna. So you can't even go there. So that whole thing just fell through. And then we actually checked in with our Italy host if we could maybe move the trip up a month or 2, and then they already were fully booked. So that cancelled everything, and we're like, okay, cool. Because I told Tian, I don't want to just go to any host. We worked really hard to confirm the host that we were going to stay at now. They were nice people. We liked what they wanted us to do. We liked the environment.
Interview was nice.
We resonated with them, you know, because I mean, we're going to stay with them and we're going to work with them. So, and we want to learn new skills in the process as well. So,
we actually did quite a number of, with the workaway. What we did is we looked at those, saw which ones we liked and which ones we kind of for their profile thought was good matches for us. Send them messages, told them, this is us, this is what we do, this is what we think how we can help you with. That's in our skill set and that kind of thing, and then arranged like a video call with them, like a WhatsApp video call. And that worked quite well for us too. But we did quite a number of interviews. I think
a few interviews, guys.
Yeah.
So let's just speak to them about different dates a little bit further down. So tell them about our backup plan. So while these months are available.
So we had decided we were going to use the rest of the year to travel, find places that we like, kind of see where we want to land up, what places we resonate with, what are nice environments for us. So we decided we were just going to travel through South Africa, go visit our own country. And then where we shifted focus and started looking at available hosts in South Africa itself. So we actually found 2 hosts, found a couple, but there's 2 that came back to us and that we did interviews with that we liked a lot. So the one was in Piketberg, so that's in the Western Cape. And then the other one was in... Hermanus, So and then we decided, okay, well, since we're going to be traveling down, we can either go cross country, take the Joburg, Bloemfontein, Cape Town route, or we can go out towards Durban and towards the south coast and then drive down the south coast all the way. So our plan is to
slow travel, guys. We're gonna freaking load that little tiny car of mine. And take a slow travel. So we have luckily already found someone that can actually look at our puppies, can look after our fur kids, which is awesome. Long stays. I didn't even know this was an option, guys. So
and not in a kennel.
Not in a kennel. They're free. They they've got awesome bedding. Beautiful place to stay. I love the place.
Part of a bigger pack.
Yes, So I'll share some details with you guys a bit later. So we're gonna do the slow travel. I've got some family down towards the coast side, so we thought
and
with some friends. So with our slow travels, we'll just be stopping by them and seeing the local environment. Like Because
Yeah.
normally we don't really, you just go to one destination
Yeah.
on a holiday and then you come
Mm.
back. No one actually ever goes to every single town and sees the different
Mm.
areas.
Yeah, the idea was we actually wanted to do slow travel. You know, if you go on holiday to a certain place, you go jet down, park, and just do as much as you can in your 7 days that you've got. But
Mm.
one of the benefits of being a digital nomad, being able to work anywhere and travel anywhere, you actually end up being able to spend more time out there and getting ideas of things and getting to see places that you would not really be able to see
If you were on holiday.
if you were on
Mm.
holiday. And yeah, with the work away, it's also nice because you basically work 4 to 5 hours in a day. So if you say work in the morning, then you've got the afternoon and the weekends off to go and explore and find other places that's interesting. And yeah, if
Get
you
your own things sorted.
and what's also nice is the host can actually give you nice tips and say, okay, well, you know,
The locals, yeah.
you know, go here, go try that out. Here's an unexplored place. It's not a tourist trap.
Yes, yes.
And yeah.
Yeah,
And
so that's us, huh?
mm,
We're gonna do the local thing, all right, guys.
yeah, can you be local?
You see, we make a
Local is
plan.
lekker.
Local is lekker.
Yeah.
So stay tuned for our road trip and what we find along the way.
Mm.
And yeah, but I hope you guys did
See how that goes.
learn some of the tips from us, because we learned a lot. We're just like,
Yeah.
oh my goodness. I just wish things were simpler, but it's fine. It's fine. It's part of the journey.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Yeah, so our plan is after the trip to then go to Italy for 3 months.
Yeah, so we're gonna try the visa thing again.
Yeah. So
This time we've got our ducks in a row. Hopefully.
Yeah. So,
Unless they've changed their minds again.
so after the trip we're going after this trip down to the Cape, we're going back to Joburg for about 2 months. And then hopefully through to Italy from there for another 3 months, and then coming back end of the year.
Yes.
And then see where we go from there.
See where we go. Oh, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you learned a lot from our videos, and stay tuned for our adventures. This is us, TNV from Second
Signing
Life
off.
Adventures. See you in the next video, guys. Bye.